Well, good morning to you. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Glad to have you with us on this wet Friday morning. We've got your HCC news and information. Hopefully we'll brighten up your day a bit. We got some great news about funding for students for the fall, and it's also Film Friday. We've got a special guest there, and hashtag Frank on Fridays. Frank Cooper, my co-host, joining me now from his home. Frank, are you back in the house yet?
I ain't back in the house. The house is, it's in a mess though. It's in a mess, but.
Well, you had some electricity issues. You had to broadcast last time, I think, from a hotel. How long were you in the hotel for?
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then any idea why your neighborhood was out of power or just one of those things?
Yeah. So apparently lightning struck a generator here in our neighborhood, and it knocked out the whole grid in this neighborhood. So so CenterPoint took their sweet time of setting everything up, but they finally fixed everything. So
yeah, well, at least you had a hotel for 3 days, got a little mini staycation, I guess, for a couple of days.
I did, and it felt good to just go downstairs to the gym instead of like getting in my car and driving 20 minutes. So that was nice. Yeah,
that's a perk. Well, cool, Frank. We got a lot of things to talk about today. We got some special guests on the show, but as always, we start off reminding everyone to follow us in social media.
Absolutely. Ladies and gents, we are on 5 days a week, and there's multiple ways to watch us. So we're on YouTube as well. So all you got to do is search HCC Up to the Minute and subscribe to the notification bell. We get all these episodes, campus interviews. We're also on LinkedIn. We're also on Facebook Live, and we're also on Instagram and Snapchat as well. So check us out and let's grow the show.
That's right. We are everywhere. So make sure you find us under Houston Community College District. Okay, Frank, stand by. I know we're going to talk to you very shortly about maybe some NBA playoffs as well. Anyway, all right, back to the show. We've got a couple of special guests today. It's Film Friday, and our special guest is Randy Ramsey. She's the executive director of SWAMP, Southwest Alternate Media Project, Inc., and she's also an adjunct here at HCC. Good morning, Randy. Well, your mic is off. Can you hear us? Okay. All right.
Sorry. Good morning.
Good morning to you. That's quite all right. Thanks for being here. We're going to check in with you in a little while. Looking forward to talking about the Swamp Project. So hang in there. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes. We're going to kick things off talking with JoEllen Price. She is the executive director of our financial aid department. And she, yesterday, JoEllen, you had a chance to be on Fox 26 News telling viewers about this big announcement we have, because we've got some funding for students enrolled in the fall.
That's correct. Yep. Exciting news.
So this is part of the Higher Education Emergency Relief Funds, better known as HEERF. And we're talking about not a small amount of money, $59 million. The question I have, can this money be used to pay for the tuition for the full semester for a student? How does it work?
Well, these are, most people know this as the CARES Act money from the original emergency relief funds that were provided at the beginning of the pandemic. We have provided over $30 million to students in the last 18 months in emergency relief funds. These are funds provided to students that are already enrolled at HCC. And once they're enrolled, we open up our request form that students can go online and ask for some of this funding, and we provide it to them directly, and they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. They can use it for housing, they can use it for food, they can use it for transportation, they can use it for childcare, they could use it to pay tuition and fees if they want to, but it's funding that's available to help them go to school and stay in school. That's the purpose of the funding, and it becomes available to students at the start of a semester.
So I guess the best thing we'd do is enroll for the fall semester, go through the financial aid process to see what you qualify for as far as your normal grants and maybe scholarships. And then as the semester gets underway, you apply for this, and this funding could come to you and you could use it to pay off the rest of the tuition if the grants and scholarships didn't cover it in the first place, or for anything else, it sounds like.
Right. Or if you sign up for the payment plan, for example, you enroll in our payment plan for a very small fee, and then you are given time over the course of the semester to pay off the payment plan. You could request these funds and use the funds to help pay off any remaining balance you have on a tuition payment plan. So that is one option students have.
You know, the trend in this country over the last election cycle and even before was talking about free tuition. And I know this money's come along because of COVID, it sounds like this funding's been made available. But are we getting there more in that where we are going to be heading in that direction? Do you see this being something that'll happen more often?
Well, it's obviously a priority for this administration to offer free community college to those who qualify to come to college and want to come to college. We're open access. Anybody who wants to come to college can come. And so they're looking for ways in which we can take cost out of the equation, because cost tends to be a barrier for a lot of people. So we want to remove that barrier so that students can come to school and not worry about the cost of it. So I know it's a priority, but there's a lot of discussion in Congress. There's a lot of discussion with this administration. We're hoping that it comes to fruition, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, we have many options for students to receive funding to come to school in the forms of grants and scholarships. Yeah,
we really do, folks. And, you know, if you've ever questioned, can I afford college? Now's the time to do it. We're more affordable than ever. Even the HEERF funding's made available. We also have a fast track training program where you can find grants to help pay for your tuition, get trained in a very short time. That's available. If you want to apply for the HEERF fund, you said something about emergency funds. Where would they go on the website after they apply and get enroll in HCC?
So all students in all programs are going to qualify to request this money. So it's not limited to anybody. So if any student that's enrolled in any of our programs, that could be credit courses, non-credit courses, continuing ed, traditional full-time students, anybody and everybody, international students, undocumented students, traditional students. It's available to anybody who's enrolled, and we'll be sending students an email. It's also on our website, but the request form is going to open up on September 1st to all enrolled students. So you have to be enrolled for it to become available. And it's through the student's MyEagle account online. And there's a little box that says resources. The student clicks on the resources and selects the emergency fund request form.
JoEllen, I know this weekend we have a big registration event where you'll have your staff on certain campuses. I believe there are 5 of them. We'll cover it later in the show. And they're going to be open tomorrow in person from 9 a.m., I believe, to noon now. Those are the new hours where people can go to the campus, register, meet with financial aid. When they sign up for financial aid and say they sign up for a payment plan, will your staff be able to tell them about this HEERF funding, or will they have to ask you about it?
Yeah, they'll be available to tell them. It's already on our website. So if you go into, if you click on emergency aid on our website, it gives you the details of the HEERF 3 funds, when it's going to become available, how students request the funds, when we're going to distribute the funds. We're going to distribute them mid-September for those who request it. And so that information's out there. We also have a flyer that has been sent to all the financial aid staff members that they can make available to students about this program.
Is there an amount each student will receive, or does that vary?
It'll vary because it depends on how many students request the funds. Okay. We have $59 million, but on average, in the past, we've given out $1,000 per student per semester for those who requested it. So that's been the past, but we have $59 million to give out. So it really is going to depend on how many students are requesting the funds.
Let's say that a student gets their tuition paid for, luckily by grants and scholarships, and maybe they're doing work study to assist to earn some extra money. Can they still qualify for this as well, even though they're getting all those packages?
Absolutely. This funding is for emergency purposes as a result of the pandemic. It cannot be applied to their financial aid package at all. It bypasses financial aid altogether, goes right to their student account and is put down as a credit payment that goes directly to them. Now, students have the option on the request form to have the money sent directly to them, or they can tell us to go ahead and apply it to any balance they have on their account, but it's up to the student. They make that determination. The student tells us, no, I want the money to come to me, or no, please apply it to my account. And then we will take care of it when we distribute the funds.
Is it available to any student regardless of whether their classes are credit or non-credit? Because that's a big thing for a lot of folks who may be taking some non-credit classes.
All students that are enrolled.
Okay, we are back. And boy, that was kind of strange, Frank. We were talking with JoEllen Price, the executive director of our financial aid. Had to bail out of the interview because we lost internet connection, I guess because of the storms. Really the first time it's happened on this show. We do this live show daily, so it's kind of a interesting thing. It's, being that this today of all days happens, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed because I thought Mother Nature was a fan of our show. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if you did something wrong to make her mad. I don't know.
Follow this on Twitter, so I don't know. Maybe you know how it goes. All right, folks. So we're back live once again on Facebook Live. We've got a few announcements we're going to trudge on through because they are important. One of them, Frank, a construction career expo is happening tomorrow.
Learn more about careers in construction, including carpentry, drywall, electrical, and HVAC. You can also get scholarships and financial aid assistance. So that's tomorrow from 10 to 1 p.m. at the Stafford Workforce Building. So go to tinyurl.com.construction-expo.
Yes.
I see that word all the time, and I don't know what if it's 10-year-old or tiny.
I don't know why they put those out anymore because it's just kind of annoying. Just put out a smart URL. But anyway, we'll put the link in the social media post for the show. District-wide admission fairs, those happen tomorrow as well. This Saturday, HCC is hosting a major registration event across 5 of our campuses across the district. You can go in person from 9 a.m. to noon, enroll in person at a college campus. That's right, we're open for business, folks. You can talk with them about admissions, applications, choosing a program, major or minor, or if you want to speak with an advisor, they're going to be there. Onboarding steps, testing, you can take that. Advising, financial aid, payment options, HEERF Funding. Oh yeah, they'll talk to you about all of that stuff. 9 a.m. to noon. They've changed the hours. 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow, Saturday, July the 10th. The 5 campuses are West Loop, Central, Eastside, A-Leaf, and North Line. Pick a campus, stop on by, and I think they're also giving away some HCC swag as well. Of course, Frank has all the HCC swag because he has a key to the locker where we keep it. So if you go to his house, it's like an HCC shrine. I'm surprised you don't have a shirt on today.
Hey, Todd, man, snitches end up in ditches, man. You can't be on social media giving my secrets, man, of how I keep all my swag, man. Come on now. That was better than that. I was going to put my swag with you 50-50, but now you want to.
Now I've exposed Frank. Yeah, no, but he's wearing the Bob Marley shirt today, so you got to give him props for that. Liking that. So, Frank, we've got a July community learning event happening as well.
Yeah, we also want to remind our viewers of a new round of community learning programs approaching. So coming up soon are gardening small spaces, fall vegetables. That's from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Monday, July 12th. Registration will be in the post after our show, but if you don't know, it's hccs.edu/community-learning.
Yes. Okay. Summer fitness with Rec Sports. They've got a lot of things going on. They are trying to keep you fit over the summer, and you can do that online. They have Zumba on Zoom and boot camp. For more information, we'll put their link in the social media post. And the HCC Foundation has something happening as well, Frank.
Investing in tomorrow's leaders is easier than you think if you consider making a bequest to the HCC Foundation as part of your estate plans. So HCC's annual benefits open enrollment is the ideal time to review your life insurance and consider naming HCC Foundation as a beneficiary. Your gift will help future HCC students earn a college degree. But the deadline is tomorrow, Saturday, July 10th. So for more information about that, contact Karen L. Schmidt at karen.schmidt, that's SCHM as in men, IDT2 at hccs.edu.
Okay, registration event on our campuses. We talked about that happening tomorrow. You can go live and register there in person. We have face-to-face classes, which have returned this summer. They're continuing in the fall. If you want to register for HCC, now is the time to do so, folks. We've got a lot of funding for the fall available for our students to pay for your college. Go to hccs.edu/now. Register now, register early, especially if you're going to be going to classes in person on our campuses. Okay, Frank, it's a Friday. I know you've been keeping up with the NBA Finals because you picked the two teams at the beginning of the playoff season.
I did. I had Phoenix and Milwaukee in the finals. I had Milwaukee winning it though. Right now it doesn't look good. But you know what? There's been a lot of 2-0 leads in this postseason and a lot of 2-0 leads blown in this postseason. So Game 3 and 4 will be in Milwaukee starting tomorrow. So, you know, I still think Milwaukee has a chance to win the series. I still have Milwaukee in 6. They just got to get some more production from Middleton and Drew Holiday. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he had 40 points yesterday, but he had 20 points in the third quarter, but he had no help from his co-stars. So,
wait, you had Milwaukee in 6. You're still going with that? That means they have to win 4 straight?
Yeah, I do.
That's going to happen.
Absolutely. I think Milwaukee's too talented. Like,
you did pick these teams. We shouldn't doubt it.
I did. And remember, Milwaukee was down 2-0 against Brooklyn last round too. And they won 4 the next 5 into Game 7. But
right,
they're a talented team, and they just got to get some adjustments going. And I think having a home cooking going back to Milwaukee is really going to help that team. But look, I think Chris Paul is playing out of his mind right now. Devin Booker's a rising star. Deandre Ayton's cleaning up the glass right now. Phoenix is a great team, and if Chris Paul is smart, he'll rip up that $40 million contract next year, restructure, and start that team for another couple of years because that's a young, budding cast of guys there.
Absolutely. Okay, real quickly, Astros still winning. Well, actually, they lost yesterday, but they're still in first place. And Frank, I got a feeling there's going to be a huge announcement for the Houston Texans soon. I think they're going to make some big news.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, I know there's a quiet front with Deshaun Watson, but
yeah,
you cannot go into the season and have this man sit out the whole year and not get anything out of it. Like, I know there's some legal stuff going on. I know a lot of teams are probably hesitant right now and trying and making a move for him. I know Carolina wanted him, but they kind of held back with the legal stuff. But if you're Houston, man, I will tooth and comb go through the league, see what you can get for him, because you do not want a guy making the money he's making on the bench for a full year.
Yep. And so I just have a feeling they're going to be in the news everywhere in the next couple of weeks. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, Frank, have a good weekend. Try to stay dry.
Absolutely. You too, man. Be safe out there if you're going to cycle.
All right. And we will see you all next week. We'll be back Monday morning live right here for Up to the Minute.